Hello Paula and all of my friends at the Philadelphia Cream Cheese website. I'm Denise. Welcome to my kitchen. For many years now, my husband and I have not been fortunate enough to live near family. Between his family and mine, we are scattered across 7 different states. So when the holidays come around, we look really forward to gathering together and catching up. Well, many years, that gathering spot has been my home. So when I'm planning that very special holiday meal, I love to fill it with dishes that are traditional favorites. But I also like to throw in something unexpected. Well, I'm going to give you a sneak peek into what I plan to put into as an unexpected dish this Thanksgiving. It's called Yam Fritters with a cinnamon glaze. You're going to love them. And the cream cheese that I've chosen to add to my yam fritters is the honey nut. And ladies, if you haven't tried this, you're going to love it. So let's get cooking. In this bowl, I already have 2 cups of yams that I've smushed, which is roughly about 1 big can. To that, I'm going to add 2 eggs that have already been whisked. I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of melted butter, a 1/3 of a cup applesauce, a 1/2 cup of milk, and our delicious honey nut Philadelphia cream cheese. I'm adding 6 ounces of this. This is really going to complement the flavor. The honey nut in this really complements these yams. Now we're going to mix all of these ingredients up together. First we're going to add a 1/2 cup of sugar. Get that mixed in. Sugar makes everything better. Next we're going to add slowly a 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. So we'll put a little bit in there and stir it around and get that stirred, and then we'll add some more in a minute. You know, my husband likes to sneak in while I'm cooking and grab a taste of whatever I'm cooking before everybody else gets it. So one day when I was practicing for these yam fritters, I had already had some made, and he came around the corner and grabbed one and went back. And I didn't see him get them, but I heard them. I heard him. He did not expect for them to taste that good, and he said, "Wow, they are delicious." And surprisingly, these yam fritters are fabulous. I just can't wait to show them to my sister and my mom and have them taste them. I know they're going to love them too. Okay, so that's most of our flour is all mixed up now. And the other dry ingredients we're going to add is 2½ teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. And you know, pumpkin pie spice has nutmeg and cinnamon and things like that, so that really works well with the yams. Then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. By the way, that was all-purpose flour that I put in. And we're going to add 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Okay, that's all mixed up, and our final ingredient is 1 cup of chopped pecans. This is going to be delicious. It'll be a great appetizer for Thanksgiving. It'll blend so well with our meal. Okay, that's all of our ingredients for the actual yam fritters. The next step is to drop them in some oil. So before I do that, I'm going to focus on making our cinnamon glaze. So for our cinnamon glaze, we're going to blend together 6 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese. This is not a flavored kind, this is the regular. And a half a cup of softened, unsalted butter. So we'll blend that up first. Now that's blended together, to it we're going to add 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. We're going to add a third of a cup milk and 2 cups of powdered sugar. I'm going to add this slowly, a little at a time. Back to blending. And then a little more powdered sugar. Our cinnamon glaze has been mixed, and now we're going to get, our oil is hot, so we're going to take our yam batter and drop it by rounded teaspoonfuls into our oil. Just like that. We're going to do, I like to just do small amounts at a time because this literally only takes minutes for them to puff up and just get a golden brown. Beautiful and delicious. So I'm going to do about 6 in this pot. And I'll be back when they're done. Okay, so these are a beautiful golden brown. So as with everything that we fry in oil, we like to drain it on a paper towel. Now that we've got several of them fried, it's time to plate them up. So first, we're going to get our cinnamon glaze, and I'm going to put them into a, well, you could use a piping bag. I use a Ziploc bag. That's enough. Now we're going to take our platter. We're going to cut that in just a minute. We'll snip the end. But first we're going to get our platter, and we're going to put a few of these delicious yam fritters on our platter. Try to pick some really pretty ones. And one more. Okay. Now we're going to take our cinnamon glaze. We're just going to snip the edge just a little bit. Ooh, perfect. And we're going to put a little glaze over each one. How scrumptious is that? Just a little glaze. Now, and there is our yam fritters with a cinnamon glaze. Now, you're going to want to try one of these, as I do right now. So, let's just see how it tastes. Wow. Wow is right. That is delicious. That creamy texture inside with that delicious fried outer edge really makes them great. And then the cinnamon in this glaze, all those flavors coming together, it is delicious. What a wonderful, unexpected surprise for an appetizer for a holiday meal. And who knows, these yam fritters may end up at your Thanksgiving table. Well, thank you so much for watching my recipe. And I hope your family enjoys this recipe as much as mine does. Bye for now, but hopefully not forever.